Okay. Well, hello. This is Lenny and Steve show back at you. We got microphones. People have been saying how great we sound. We sound even greater with microphones.
That's right.
Yeah. So here it is. Studio One. It's August 13th, 2025. And Steve wants to talk about
The top 10 of our favorite artists, singers, or bands, or whatever you want to call it.
And what's amazing
Our
is I have
top
notes.
10.
I have notes. Steve has no notes.
I don't have any notes.
So you know the top 10 of your life, and you don't have notes.
I don't have notes.
Okay.
I don't need notes. I know them all.
Well, let her rip, Skip.
Okay. I'll do one, number 10. You do number 10. How about that? Okay, my number 10 is a band that was the heaviest band, I think, of the late 60s. And it was Mountain. I think they were a great band.
Leslie West?
Leslie West. It was not, Mississippi Queen was not their only song. They had a lot of great songs. They just never played them on the radio. You know, when FM radio, even they didn't play a lot of the other groups' other songs. To me, a lot of songs were really good, but they never got the airplay. What about you?
Number 10. Steve. He's been a big influence to me. Big influence. He knows so much about music, and I try. I'm on kind of a different wavelength. That's why we connect. Steve.
Well, he was so much older than me, you know.
Steve. Steve.
Okay. Well, I'm really not going to do any order of this. I'm going to go down to my top 2 because the other ones are all about the same. I shouldn't have said top 10, but it's my favorite groups. Jethro Tull was another one of my favorite groups. I think they were very, very good. They were
Even without
jazz.
a flute?
Pardon me?
Even without a flute?
You can't go without that flute.
That's their sound.
That is their sound. Ian Anderson's sound is that flute.
I mean, you got to have a sound.
What, did you like Jethro Tull at all?
I like the sound.
Did you like the sound?
Did you like Men at Work?
Yeah, I like Men at
Because
Work.
they had a sound.
Yeah.
And you know, musicians spend their whole life trying to find their sound.
That's
And then
right.
they have to go out and buy a signature look. You know, they go to the store and get a hat and end up like a Mamas and Papas. You know, they get the look.
Well, Colin Hay was the big guy in Men at Work. And he also toured
Love Men at Work.
and he toured with Ringo Starr and the All-Star Band a lot. And he really had a good time doing that. I mean, so, you know, that was really good.
My turn?
Your turn.
You won't believe this. My mom took me to the movie when I was a little kid, probably 11, 10, and she was just hot for Elvis. She loved Elvis, and he was big on the big screen, glamorous, you know, and everybody loved Elvis, and I grew to love him, and I played guitar in my bathroom and tried to sound like Elvis. A hunk of burning love.
Now we're going to come to one of Lynn's favorite groups that he got to see that he said he didn't really get to see them because he couldn't see them. He said it was dark all the time. Yes. Yes is a really good group, I think.
We talked about this once before.
Yes, they were very technical.
It might have been the biggest scam of all time. All I saw was the pilot lights of their amp, and I could hear them playing, but it could have been a scam. We'll never know.
Nah, you won't ever know.
Probably 73, Michon maybe, Columbus, Ohio, I think.
I saw them 4 times. I saw them with the classic lineup, and then I saw them once with the other lineup when they added 2 other guys. So it's up to you.
You know, I'm going back to my childhood here. Monkees. I know they were a contrived band for television, but I was young and impressionable, you know, and so the 4-chord melodies and such, I could play on my guitar that I bought at Woolworths with my paper route money, and it was a big thing for me to play, along with the Monkees album. They were so cool.
I like the Monkees. I always told him the story of For my birthday, I wanted my parents asked my brothers if they could what album that I would like, and they got me the Monkees album. They were going to get me 2 albums, so they asked my brothers what other album they could get, and they got the wheels turning, and they said, well, let's tell him Led Zeppelin, because then we can take it from him. And that's what they did.
Older brothers?
Older brothers.
I was the older brother.
You were the older brother?
Yeah. You know,
We're humming. We're humming.
Anyways, I'm just going to say it real quick. The Beatles. Now, the Beatles I still listen to today and marvel at their harmony. I love good harmony, and there's a structure to it. I've watched documentaries on what they do. One does the fifth, and one does the third, or whatever it is that they do. It's magic. Enough said.
Yeah, it's not enough said, because I think they're actually my number one all-time band.
And back in the day, if you watch their videos, how crude they were and how the recordings were crude, and yet they sounded good. Amazing.
Yeah, that sound back then, it was just, for that time, to get that sound that they got,
And
they
harmony.
did really well.
Harmony.
Harmony is right.
Brian Epstein.
Yeah.
I was just watching today how they came out in 1962 on BBC doing a Motown song. Mr. Postman, I think. Mr. Postman.
So, the next one I would have.
Can't edit that out, can we?
Than mine. I don't know why it is.
I don't know why it is.
Will it back
Can you take
up?
it out? Can you edit it out?
I might be able to.
Maybe a shame because, it's been such a good segment here.
Yes.
We talked about the Beatles, and now we're going to talk about...
We're going to talk about a guy just died that was in the band. I know it's a little heavier than the kind of stuff that Lynn listened to, but I was a big Black Sabbath fan. I really thought they were really good. I watched old films of them back in 74, 75, and his voice was just unique to me. It always sounded like 2 voices in one.
Well, I was going to say that before you said it. I believe they had a doubler on his voice. It doesn't matter.
And they might have.
He was great. He was great.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I liked him better with Randy Rhoads in the band.
Oh, you mean just Ozzy by himself?
Crazy Train, I love Crazy Train. So
Yeah.
does the Stadiums.
Did you ever hear the story that they only got $60,000 were paid total, the whole band, $60,000 for that album? They got ripped off really bad. And that was from Sharon's dad.
Oh.
And then she didn't like it, and that's when she kind of disowned her dad for doing that. So,
My wife and I were dating back in 1976. And my friend Randy had a new 76 Firebird. And we went to Florida for spring break. All the way down. Boston! All the way back. Boston. Debut album. Still radio play. There's several songs on that album. Radio play.
yeah, and also
That's a testament.
that's another one. The
Comfort.
sound.
Sound. And they could recreate it too in
Yes.
stage environment too.
Yes.
Pretty amazing.
Yep, I liked him. I like Boston, and to hear the story about how he actually had the whole album done almost, and then they did a few tweaks after that because none of the other people played except a drummer and Brad Delp's vocals. Did you know that?
No, but his vocals are just incredible.
Oh yeah.
Well, but so was the recording of it. That was incredible too.
Yeah.
1976.
1970, the year I graduated. It was a great year for music. Great year. Okay, another one is Deep Purple. I just love Deep Purple.
Bum, 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 bum. Based on that time, I had a girlfriend, and I remember seeing her dancing on the dance floor to this song, "Smoke on the Water."
Yeah. I was a little
She was
younger.
smoking.
72, I was hanging out at the pool, and that they always were blasting that song all the time at the pool, and I just loved
Those
that.
pool memories. I remember
Those pool memories is right.
Yeah, because they played the songs at the pool, and you remember the pool, and it just enhances your love of the band.
And then also the those pool parties, they had all those bands that played there, and that was so fun to listen to live bands. It was so great.
Yeah, what was that? The Heart of Olympic
Swimming pool.
Marion, Ohio.
Yeah.
For those of you who are watching this from Marion, Ohio.
Yes, it's where Mallard Square sits right now. So
Okay, so the next one I have on the list. Is it my turn?
it's your turn.
Did you say Led Zeppelin? You have to have Led Zeppelin on there, right?
That's my number 2, but
But
I told you my number
And
1.
again, Steve is the one that convinced me I should think that way. And it's true, I should think that way because they were great. And I think I've said this before in other segments, Atlantic Records allowed them to do what they wanted to do and make people tons of money doing it. Enough said. And their creativity each time changed on the album.
Yeah.
I respect that.
That they were, when they signed a contract, the contract said they get $200,000 up front. They are allowed to do whatever they wanted to, whatever they wrote, whatever they did. They had full rights to everything. And it was just amazing. I love them.
Most bands get taken advantage of by the major labels, and it's refreshing to see somebody that was able to resist that. And then last but not least, I'm going to just put these on one. YouTube and Pandora. I just watch a lot of stuff on there about different artists I really don't know much about. Steve will bring them up and I'll study them or watch things about that artist. The documentaries on the artist, it's just giving me so much insight. Pandora and YouTube.
Yeah,
Big influence to me.
YouTube is a lifesaver. It's it takes you the break away from all that regular television and all those commercials. Oh.
Well, plus, I can. I got a couple musical friends. You're one of them. One of them told me about John Prine. Well, I wasn't really that into John Prine, and then now I am, because I watched a lot about him.
Yeah, my brother and sister-in-law are really into John Prine. And another thing that I always liked, I liked Southern rock also. And actually Leonard Skinner was not my favorite band. I actually liked the Outlaws and 38 Special. Watching those guys, they were so good. I thought they were just as good or better than Leonard Skinner. But
I agree. So you want to wrap it up?
I'm going to wrap it up. It's time to make it all said and done. Hit that like button. Ring the bell. And try to join us sometime. Adios.